Have you ever wondered when your kids should be reading, or thought about whether or not they're behind in reading, or if they'll ever get better at reading? If that's something you've been questioning yourself about, then this is a video to watch. If it is the first time that you're coming to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I post videos once a week on homeschooling and running a business. I haven't done many on running my business. I've been focusing more on the homeschooling stuff, but maybe we'll dabble in my real estate life eventually. So I'd love for you to join this community of homeschooling families, and we can, answer questions. We can ask questions here. Subscribe, hit the bell so you can get notified each time I post a new video, and I really look forward to having you here. All right, so let's get started. If you're like me, you understood, all through your life, just like I did, that there are steps in order to take to become, or steps to take in order to become a good reader. And that's exactly what I thought. And actually my degree is, my master's degree is in literacy. So I was a literacy specialist. So I was specifically taught these steps and these skills that we're supposed to take in order to become readers. For example, a 3 to 4 year old might be pretending to read or exploring books independently. They're listening to stories that you read to them. They're pointing. If you say a word, they might point with you. They recognize their own name on paper. They might be able to retell some familiar stories. And they're singing the alphabet. They're writing, maybe some letters and things like that. At age 5, they tend to start learning rhyming and matching words with the spoken word, and writing letters and writing words and making predictions, identifying who, what, where, when, why in stories and settings and main ideas. And we're starting to introduce those concepts to kids. They may be able to read simple sentences. And then in 2nd and 3rd grade, or 7 and 8 year olds, they are learning how to read with expression and understanding where punctuation is, and concepts of paragraphs, and beginning to write longer writing pieces, and revising their own writing, and learning words, and increasing the vocabularies, and practicing their fluency. And so in general, we were always taught that by 3rd grade, most kids are going to be caught up with each other. Whether they learned to read when they were 4 years old, or they were still really getting those basic concepts down by the time they were in 3rd grade, they were pretty much all going to be catching up to each other by that grade level. But here's what I learned. You don't have to teach everything according to the book or the timeline or guidelines that are provided to us by the educational system. These stages of literacy development are according to age, but the reality is that I would associate it more with maturity. If your child is showing these interests, showing interest in learning, writing, and wanting to try and read simple sentences by themselves, or decode unfamiliar words, that's the opportunity you would have to start doing that with your child. But to force it or push it on them is where we find our kids that are not liking reading, or just decide they don't want to do it, or think that it's only something they have to do in school or to get schoolwork done. We want kids to love to read, and we want them to see reading as a leisure activity or something fun, a way to continue learning for the rest of our lives. So the good news is your child is going to learn how to read. They're going to learn how to read whether you are doing those steps all throughout or you're just reading with them, which is why next week's video is going to be cool, because it's basically what I did with my younger child to get her reading, and then one day she was just like, reading. I'm like, what are you doing? I didn't teach you how to read. Look at my dog right now, by the way. Oh, never mind, you missed it. And if I can leave you today with anything, it's don't make your kids not like reading. Like, you just keep reading with them and you keep doing what you're doing, and one day they're just going to be reading and you're going to be totally shocked, and it's going to be super cool, and they'll probably really like reading if they just kind of learn when they're ready to learn. I hope this video helps. I hope everything that I tell you helps, because that's what I'm here for. If you have a question or a comment, or you need anything from me, you just put it in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer any questions. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.